All right, guys.
Hello.
How's it going, French?
What's going fine? This is our first stream on YouTube, and we're gonna help our users with any question they got. And
Absolutely.
so first question: how do Ledger connect with a phone? So
Go for it.
So first, guys, if you have Legend Nano X, you can simply connect it with a Bluetooth. But if you have a Legend Nano S, you can only connect it to your Android phone because iPhone cannot be connected due to the restrictions from Apple.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so that's the first question.
Okay.
Hi team, just wanted to confirm on a case study. Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it's a case study, you can probably drop the case study inside the thread, and then we'll pick it up after the stream, and then we'll get back to you. As well, we'll need, it's a five-digit number, right?
Yep.
So it's a 5-digit number you got when you open the ticket the first time. But maybe we can talk about like what we're doing here, because this is a new show, right?
Yeah.
So why don't you like kick it off?
So we are Ledger support, and we are the team that responds to your query behind the scenes. And now we are trying this new streaming where you can ask the question live to us. It can be anything like crypto or Ledger in general, or any scams, any tips or tricks that you want to share with you, so that you can protect your assets.
Yeah.
And never share your seed phrase. And something is going on in the Ledger market or in the market in general. So this is like kind of tech update. With questions which you have, we'll answer them on the go.
We'll prioritize questions. Like, so if you guys have questions, you can drop them in the chat, and we'll go through them. We'll try to answer everyone, but like if there's too many questions, we'll try our best to make everybody happy. This is a test. This is the first time we're doing SMA on YouTube. Pretty excited about it.
But I think it's gonna once it's we get the good results, we're gonna do it weekly, so you can come tune in weekly and ask your questions rather than opening a ticket, which is like a boring thing to do. So this is a customer service 3.0.
Yeah, exactly. And if you guys so this is the first time we're trying this setup. So if you guys can hear us, okay, please drop a yes or some feedback in the chat, just to make sure you guys can hear us and there is no sound problem.
And then since you're on YouTube, you know Dan, he's the one who records a lot of videos and a lot of tutorials that helps you out. So cheers to Dan and shout out to Dan for this.
And to Prince for the Twitter, everything on Twitter. So, all right, so let's go through the questions.
Do you know the ratio of ledgers sold to crypto steals yet?
We got this question before, right?
Yeah, I think it's the same guy. But
I don't know the answer. I don't know. Do you know?
No, I don't know either. But I think we need to get this answer. Okay, so we'll keep this question, and we're gonna come back with you on the YouTube next time. If you tune in, we'll get the answer for sure.
Yeah, I hope the ratio is 1-to-1, but no way it's 1-to-1.
No, because devices will be sold more than the crypto steal, because they want backup devices, and crypto steal just you need one to store your recovery phrase.
Absolutely. And the crypto steal, if you guys wondering, it's a metal backup.
Yeah.
You can back up your recovery phrase with it. So it's little tiles you put in a tube, and that's one way to secure your recovery phrase. And it's recommended to have a metal backup, right? There's many of them in the market, but the crypto steal is one of the
only few of them that actually work, because some of them they are when there is a test, if they do some corrosion test or a weight test, it doesn't open up in the end.
Right.
So please do your research before buying the crypto steal, because this is a 24-word seed phrase that's going to give you access to your accounts. So if you lose them, you're going to lose the you're going to funds.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so what question do we get?
When staking C-Web through Ledger will be possible?
So I'm not familiar with the C-Web project. So in general, guys, staking, so we're trying to bring as many coins as possible within that drive to stake safely. But because we put security first, then staking, those kind of complicated features like staking, we need to figure out good UX, right? Good user experience, and also safe UX. And so, of course, that takes more time. However, it's useful for us to get this feedback, because we know what you guys want. Then we can escalate to the live team, and then they know, what new coins to work on. By the way, do we have what are the big staking projects that the team is working on right now?
So let me check. So until then, I think first of all, Cardano staking.
Yeah, big one. Yeah. Cardano.
And HBAR, I think should be HBAR staking is coming.
Okay.
AVAX is going to come soon. First, of course, the native support for AVAX, and then so Filecoin recently we just started the send and receive. So
yeah.
even
have
we
that.
recently launched Celo, and I think staking for Celo is also live.
Yeah, Celo will be live. I don't think it's live just yet, but it's soon,
in
very
works.
very
It's
soon.
in works, and so many new projects are coming, guys.
Yeah, totally.
And so next question: will Nano ever advance enough to store directly XDC and HBAR?
Well, you're the XDC expert, so
So
I'll
guys, HBAR. So you want to take HBAR? I'll take XDC.
so staking HBAR, right?
No,
the storage.
storing HBAR.
Storing HBAR. So good news. You can already store HBAR in Ledger Live. You just want to make sure to have the latest version of Ledger Live, because if you're using an old version, then the feature might not be available yet.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you go on the website, ledger.com, and go to the download page, basically you can get the latest version of Ledger Live, and that one will let you add HBAR accounts. You can send, receive, and check your balance. We don't have staking implemented just yet.
But it's coming soon. It's coming soon.
Yeah.
Like we're working on it. And also you can use Ledger Live mobile as well, because now HBAR is supported on the Ledger Live mobile.
Mhm.
So for that, I think you need to download version 3.5.1 for Ledger Live mobile,
Mhm.
and 2.46 is the latest version for Ledger Live desktop. So update, guys.
Nice.
And
Nice.
XDC, I'll take it. So XDC, we are working on the app, so it's still in the works. Like the app is already developed, but we still need a compatible wallet that can be used to store your XDC.
Mhm.
But now there is a workaround. You can download. There's a Help Center article that explains how can you use the ETH app and MetaMask,
Mhm.
and you can add XDC as a custom network
Mhm.
and create a Ledger XDC address. So it's
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to check it out, please check it out. Our Help Center, it explains. You just type XDC, you'll find the article, and then
Yeah.
you're good to go.
Maybe we can show I'm thinking maybe we can show the on Ledger Live
Okay.
like basically where you can get so not XDC but HBAR. Just thinking of this.
Yeah.
So we're testing this feature as well, like showing our screen.
Yep.
If you go in like there, you see like there is the HBAR accounts is available, so you guys can use that, and that's.
Yeah, just need to connect the device and add
Mhm.
accounts, and directly you can see your funds in Ledger Live. You don't need to use any
Yep.
third party wallet.
Exactly. Okay. So
Okay.
what next question do we have?
Hello.
So who's asking the question as well? I think.
Okay, yeah, I think so. I'll say the name. So Paulo, it's
Mhm.
not a question. You have the best wallet on the market. So thank you, guys.
Thanks, Paulo.
Thanks for that.
Happy you like it.
Anthony, hi guys. Thanks for your support. I really like your videos. So shout out to Dan again.
Thanks, man.
And
I hope you like the AMA. Like this is a new concept again, so
yeah.
let us know like what you think of the layout, the color as well. We went for like this black and white kind of moody thing, but
If you want us to see in color, like if you want that, we can give it to you that as well.
yeah. If you want to see Brinjol's magnificent
Tropical summer
tropical.
summer shirt, yeah, I can show you that.
So let us know what you think.
CB, what should we know about the merge as a Ledger user?
Okay, great. So this is a huge topic. Okay, so the merge. The TLDR is that you don't need to do anything, right? You don't need to update your accounts. You don't need to move your coins. So everything that's in your Ethereum accounts, you can just leave it, and then the merge will happen, and nothing will change for you, basically. So that's really the TLDR of the merge. The merge is gonna happen, and you won't even notice that it just happened. However, the thing about like important events like the merge is they attract a lot of scammers, right?
Mhm.
So people will try to take advantage of the confusion and try to tell you things like, hey, so they'll try to take advantage of the confusion to get access to your 24-word recovery phrase.
Exactly.
So you need to be super careful. And so some of the things that scammers might ask you is like, for example, hey, you need to merge your accounts, please share your recovery phrase, right? Or like, hey, you need to update your accounts, please share your recovery phrase.
And maybe something is wrong with your ETH account, and we need the 24 words to like fix it. But all these are scams, guys. Never fall for it. Like it's really protect your seed phrase and never share it with anyone. Even with Ledger, we'll never ask you when you come to us and open a ticket. Like even reach out to us, we'll never ask you for 24 words seed.
Yeah, exactly.
It's only for you, and you should have it. Like, that's it.
Yeah, you should never share that recovery phrase. Again, the recovery phrase is the key, the master key to all your accounts. Like if someone gets a hold of the recovery phrase, they'll be able to spend your coins. So you really need to be careful. And again, with regard to the merge, like you don't need to you don't need recovery phrase for anything related to the merge.
Exactly.
But also you don't need to do anything special about the merge. Like the merge will happen, and then Ethereum will go to proof of stake.
So do you think like Ledger will support the new chain, like the old chain as well, like after the merge? Yeah.
So that's a good question. We get this question a lot, and the answer is, so the merge will create like a branching in Ethereum, like the Ethereum blockchain will move to proof of stake, but there's a faction of miners that say, hey, we want to keep the proof of work chain alive. So whether or not they're going to do it for real after the merge, we'll see. But if the proof of work chain is still supported by those miners, then it will not be directly supported in Ledger Live. So when you open Ledger Live after the merge and you see your Ethereum account, it will be the same Ethereum account, but on the proof of stake chain, right?
Okay.
You will not be able to see your proof of work accounts, and the reason why is because we want to make sure that the chain, the proof of work Ethereum chain, the legacy one, is safe before we give you access to it.
Exactly.
I mean, and by giving you access to it, you still can have access to it with your Ledger device, right? But like, we won't show it to you in Ledger Live because we don't want to like push people into a chain that might be unsafe to you.
Yeah,
Does that
exactly.
make sense?
Yeah, there can be
Yeah.
like some kind of relay attacks, and as we like want to have the safety of a user is important for Ledger. So for the beginning of the time, we won't support the second network, but then maybe after people are used to it, and then
Absolutely. I think like we'll see like how it goes, right? If the chain, we'll keep an eye on the proof of work chain. If it becomes secure,
we can
in
go
the
ahead.
future, like there's real community, there is replay protections, then we'll think about like integrating it into Ledger Live. But with your Ledger device, just to be clear, with your Ledger device, you have the private keys to both your accounts on the proof of stake chain, but also on the proof of work chain.
Yep.
But because it's not supported on Ledger Live, the proof of work chain, then you'll need to use a third-party app to access those accounts. Those, they might or might not exist yet. I think the proof of work team will probably develop it.
Yeah, once we need it needs a proper launch, and once it's launched, and then we'll see what's happening later. But as a Ledger user, guys, you don't need to do anything. Everything is safe, and we'll get like more information to you via social channels. Of course, maybe like another AM is just basically for Ethereum merge to explain how it works.
Yeah,
that would be good, guys. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Next question.
We've got tons of questions.
Tons of questions.
Okay, so we'll go
Rick.
as fast as we can, guys.
Okay, so it is Paul CB. Okay, Anshul Sareen. Hello, sir. Any software wallet where I can put Ledger key and open my account?
Any software wallet? Well, okay, so you shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Prince, do you want to explain why you shouldn't do it?
So basically, your 24-word seed phrase should be always on the offline on your Ledger device. As soon as you enter it or import it into any third-party software wallet, your funds can be compromised. There's always a chance, because now since the recovery phrase or seed phrase has touched the internet, it's exposed, first of all, and anyone who has good technical skills can hack it and can hack a software wallet basically, and can drain out your funds easily. So you should never import, vice versa, you should never import a software wallet 24 seed phrase to a hardware wallet, and hardware seed phrase to a software wallet, because that can compromise your funds.
So for example, like if I started my crypto journey via MetaMask, and I've got all my account protected by my MetaMask recovery phrase, I should never import that phrase into a ledger, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, next question. Jamit Mehta. If I own Gala on BSC chain, can I store those on Ledger? I think, as far as I remember, Gala tokens are supported on BEP network. So you can do one thing. You can send a small test amount of a small, because the fees are very cheap on BSC. So you can send a small test amount transaction, and if you see that the transaction is successful, you can send the full complete tokens like which you have.
Now, do we know if Gala is supported as a token on the BSC chain as well? Because sometimes, like, some tokens you can store in your Ledger account, but it might not necessarily reflect in Ledger Live. It is supported?
It is supported. It has scan and BSC scan, so both.
Okay, great.
So Binance version is also available to them.
Okay, interesting. So yeah, so it's supported by Binance Smart Chain, so you can store it into your Ledger Binance Smart Chain account. As Prince, you were saying, this is like
possible
test amount.
Yeah, even you will not lose it if you won't only see it in Ledger Live. You can still see it with the MetaMask or any other third-party app. But try a small test amount first, and then when it's successful, you can transfer the remaining amount.
Yeah, and is it like, will Ledger Live show you the coins as well?
Yeah,
they will. Okay,
they should. If they support it, they should. And if it's not supported, you will still see it with MetaMask and Ledger. So
awesome, cool.
Next is question. DJ Muneko. Who is the CEO of Ledger?
Great question. It's Pascal Gauthier. He's the CEO, the current CEO of Ledger.
Yep. And next is Anthony. Dan, I watched all your tutorials on YouTube. So
thanks, Anthony. I hope you like them. If you have any feedback, like, feel free. Like, I'm constantly trying to improve it. Yeah. So yeah, thanks a lot.
So Vedran, when Ergo? Oh, we are getting this question a lot nowadays. So guys, we are working on Ergo. The app is ready, but it's been pushed to security audit, because, as you know, security is paramount for Ledger. And once it passes the security audit, we'll release it for the users, and we'll also tweet about this on our social media channels, and we'll inform the community that, guys, it's ready. Trying to secure your Ergo with a Ledger device.
Yeah, it's a good idea to follow us on Twitter. we have a Twitter account, Ledger_support. We're very active, and usually we post updates.
Yeah, and we also do like AMAs on weekends, like today from Friday. We do our AMAs on Twitter as well. So if you guys want to tune in, and of course YouTube is gonna be the next one, which going on.
Yeah, if you guys like it, we'll do them more.
Yeah,
for sure. In different languages, maybe as well.
Yeah, that's good. Freeman, question: we need a browser in the Android Ledger Live. When will it be delivered? Okay, the browser inside Ledger Live. I think they are to Tor. I think which you also.
Tor integration. I don't know what's the. I know someone in the company is working on this, but I don't know what's the exact status on that. Maybe we can get back to you.
Yeah, I'll take this question and next Gautam. I am from India and I own a Ledger Nano X. Good Gautam.
Well done.
You're not your keys, not your crypto, so good luck.
Keep that recovery phrase safe, man. The recovery phrase, that's the key to your accounts. You need to keep it safe. Don't let anyone see it. Don't share it with anyone, including Ledger. Okay, we don't need to see your recovery phrase to help you.
Next is American. Okay, Gautam. Will we ever have MoonPay for INR to buy coins directly from India? So guys, we don't have any support on that because that's a third-party app, and Ledger has no control over the services or the currencies they support, or even the regions they support. But we can convey this message to their team, and maybe in future they can, or maybe in future we can integrate an Indian partner which you can use to buy with Indian currency, I guess.
Interesting. Okay.
American Turf Services. How come I can't swap on Ledger? So you have to be a little bit more specific.
Yeah,
like which crypto asset are you trying to swap, and what's the error you're getting, or if it's not going completely. And so it's better you can reach out to us and open a ticket with all the information, so we can help you fast.
Yeah.
And
this is a lot of questions.
Yeah,
Let's
Anthony. Again, when Ledger will add new crypto that are supported for staking. So guys, we are adding new coins. It's a goal to support a lot of coins first of all, and secure as many big projects as we can. But integrating a third-party app takes time because we work with the community devs who are developing the app, and then they submit the app to us. Then it passes through security audit by our team who actually do a thorough job on that, and then it's released to the user. So it is like a long process because it takes time, because security, of course, it's for your security, not ours.
For sure.
So we are supporting, and then we'll keep supporting, but just give us a time. Yeah. And we are coming out with new stake apps every day. So
absolutely, and there is a lot of consideration that goes into how you support it as well, because supporting it is just not enough. You have to figure out a UX that makes sense for users, and every blockchain is different. Sometimes you delegate, sometimes there's multiple steps, sometimes there's things that you need to wrap into a user-friendly interface. Yeah,
there are different features for example, ETH, you need to have blind signing and contract data and all these things. So to integrate all these things, it takes some time. But we are working on it. Guys. Next is Steve. Hi guys, can you guarantee Ledger Nano has no backdoor access for security access or data collection by government agencies? I think
we guarantee it. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there is no backdoor, and it's to understand that it's basically when you generate. So the keys to your accounts is your recovery phrase, right? And we don't have access to your recovery phrase. When you create the recovery phrase with your device, what happens is you do it privately, hopefully, and we don't have access to that information. We don't want to have access to that information. Again, the recovery phrase is generated completely offline, so there is no way for us to know your recovery phrase, and we don't want to know your recovery phrase anyway. So yeah, that's the answer to your question. Basically, nobody can access your accounts unless you give them the keys to your accounts, and that would be your recovery phrase.
So basically, there are only two ways you can get someone can get access to your funds. Is first the device and the pin itself, and second is the seed phrase. So until everything is secured, your funds remain with you in your custody. And also smart contract transactions, which you need to be very aware, because any malicious smart contract, if you sign it, of course, it will not affect all your cryptos, but the particular address with which the transaction is signed, it can be drained out if the contract is a bad contract.
So be careful what you sign, especially if you blind sign, which happens all the time on MetaMask. You have to trust the application. A little bit of trust is involved when you blind sign. You have to make sure that you are talking to the right smart contract and the right app, right? So on top of that, so be careful when you blind sign. If you have any questions, you can reach out to us. We'll help you out.
And the next is Andre FB3. Will Avalanche be available in Ledger Live at some point? The answer to the question is yes. It should be maybe in the end of this year. It should be supported in Ledger Live.
Yeah.
Don't Doomer again. Same question. Invisible OG. When will Ledger let us sell other cryptos other than Bitcoin?
That's a very good question. I hope soon, because it is true that the
We
options
have
are limited.
only one service provider, but I think we are working on integrating new partners. Like we recently integrated FTX for swap, and so I think we're gonna do some things for selling the assets as well. MCBA, hi team, hi guy.
Hey, what's up?
Keith Dowling, why isn't there a sell option for Dogecoin? So guys, the services like sell, buy, and swap, which is integrated in Ledger Live, is operated by a third party. It's like, and Ledger has no control over it. Like the supported assets, the regions, or the pairs, basically swap pairs.
Yeah.
It's not under our control, but you can reach out to us and like let us know which like for Dogecoin, right? So we can escalate it, and then in future they might support it. Okay, I think Keith. Okay, Mickey, what's the best way to get cash from Ledger?
So cash you can't, but you can stake, right? You can stake your
you can stake and you can lend.
You can lend, yeah, and you'll get like passive income in the form of crypto. So for example, Solana,
Cardano, ETH, like ETH.
Yeah, via Lido, yeah,
ETH, and a lot of the
Tezos.
Algorand is different. Like they have now governance.
Yeah, they've stopped the
Polkadot,
program,
Polkadot
as well. So by the way, on the Help Center there is a article that sort of compiles all the different tutorials that you can use to stake via Ledger Live. So check that out. It's called How to Stake via Ledger Live. It's on the Help Center.
Yeah. And in the next stream, we're gonna like also try to include like more screen in this one, so we can actually show you how to go to the article and everything. But just working on it. But this was the first one, so it's a test one.
Yeah. But thanks for the question. It's interesting because you wanna put your money to work. For sure.
So MCBA again. Why is that my ADA address keeps changing every time I deposit?
Oh, it's normal. It's because Cardano is like Bitcoin in the sense that it uses the UTXO system. So basically, we'll generate like a new deposit address, like a new deposit address after each successful deposit. It's also a privacy feature. So, for example, if someone gets a hold of one of your public keys, then they can't spy on all your accounts. But you can use the change address, like the new address. It's safe to send to an old address. That's what I mean, right? Just like in Bitcoin, right? So don't worry too much about it. It's a privacy feature, but like if you're sending from an exchange, of course, like you want to have only one withdrawal address, and that's safe to always send to the same one, if that makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Next is investor choice. I'm keeping Rose tokens in Oasis web and connect to my ledger, and I'm staking in Oasis wallet. My question is it risky or to do that or not to do that, and can hacker get my tokens?
So staking via third parties, right?
Yeah. So basically, I think first question is your Osmosis inside your ledger account or on a software wallet account? So if it's in your ledger account, then it's completely safe. Like as long as the private keys are like with your Ledger device, it's completely safe. And connecting to any third party and staking is safe as long as the contract you're signing is not a malicious one again.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So if it's a bad smart contract, there is a chance that you might lose your token. So always verify before signing the transaction on your device, because you never know that it's a malicious contract that can drain, but it can only drain the funds from that particular account and not from the entire other wallets as well.
And again, like third-party wallets, they never have access to your private keys, right?
No,
never.
You're just using their interface, like you use the Ledger Live interface. You're only using their interface in that way, basically.
Got it. Okay, next question.
Okay, Brick Crusoe. Wonder if this is a legitimate Ledger channel or just a couple of clever scammers.
It's legit. Like we are the actual part of the CS team. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like we are on different platforms. Like you can check out, and then only V2 will be there.
Yeah, we're trying to reach out to you more directly, guys. So because like back in the days, it was only emails, and that was a little slow. And like, yeah, it's just a new way to do support. So I hope you guys enjoy this kind of communication. And we'll try to bring more if you like.
And it also helps you get like what kind of people are replying to my questions when I send them a ticket or something. So we are the guys behind the scenes who like help you out.
Yeah.
Like secure your funds and give you tips and tricks to not get hacked and not get scammed by the users. Yeah. So we are not scammers, guys, please.
Yeah, we're not scammers. We'll bring more people from CS hopefully on board. Like we've got a lot of talented people in the team. So
and we've got a diversified team. So we're gonna do it in multiple languages in future as well. So
yeah.
Bammy dear, is it still recommended to purchase Ledger devices from third parties such as Amazon?
Yeah, I think it's safe as long as you're using the legit Amazon websites. It's safe. Of course, like if you're buying from a reseller, you want to be buying from one of our official resellers. Yep. There is a list on the website, on our website. If you type Ledger official resellers, you'll find a list of all the different resellers, and those are safe to buy from. If you have any doubts, you can just reset the device. But what are some of the things to watch out for? Like if you were to get like a supply chain attack, then
Yeah. So the first thing I would like to say is that buying a Ledger device from Amazon, Best Buy, or other partners is safe as long as you don't get a pre-seeded device.
Mhm.
That means you don't have the recovery sheet filled with the 24 words
Mhm.
and the device is completely set up. Then it's still safe. Like of course you cannot use the device. It's still safe to use the device, but you just need to reset the device
Mhm.
and generate the 24 word seed phrase by yourself,
Yeah.
and then it's safe to use.
Everything hinges on your 24 word, right?
Exactly.
If someone created 24 words with your device and then shipped the device with the 24 words, it means that they control the keys to that account. So you want to wipe the device, you wipe the private keys from the device, and you can start fresh. But of course, if you get in a situation like that, like you get a package with a recovery phrase, and when you start the device, like if I'll show you exactly what I mean. If you start the device, let's use the device that's here. If you start the device, if it's your new device and you see this means that the device has already been seeded. Okay, like a new device will show you the welcome screen. It will show you the Ledger logo followed by the welcome screen. If this is what your new device looked like the first time you plug it in, then the device has been seeded and is malicious. And in this case, reach out to us. Don't use the device. We'll replace it for you. Okay.
Yep. Give us some time, guys. So, come on. Now next is hello from Med.
Hey.
Hello.
What's up?
Rick, karma will bite your butts too. Okay, Rick. Like if you want to think we are scammers, like we're not asking for a seed phrase, but so I think that says it all.
Yeah.
Nico, Lezico, I did get one, and now I get 3 more Nano X with family pack. It's really handful and safety. I will offer one, including 1 BTC to my child. That's a good thing, because with inflation, I think the cost of money is going to go down, and Bitcoin and crypto is going to save you. So that's a good choice.
Hopefully.
Keith, I did a small transfer from my account to Ledger, but I'm paranoid I did it wrong. How to confirm it was done correctly before making a larger transfer? Thanks. So Keith, we need some more details regarding this. Like what kind of transfer are you referring to? Is it like a ETH transfer, or which crypto was transferred, and which account did you transfer it to? So if you can specify some more details, maybe we can.
Yeah, the best way when it's a transaction issue, it's best to open a ticket and share this information privately, because you don't want to dump like your transaction ID within the thread, because now it's public and people might have access to, might be able to spy on your accounts. So it's better to go to the help center.
Use it do privately, so it's safe for you as well. And we don't do DMs or any like only via email we reply, and of course via public channels.
And guys, when you open a ticket regarding a transaction issue, we super appreciate if you can just copy paste the actual transaction ID like in text, not a screenshot, because the problem is like if we get a screenshot, now we have to manually type each and individual character. It takes a lot of time.
It's painful, because the transaction ID is super long, first of all.
Yeah.
And if we also try to use that like extractor from the software that can extract the text, but sometimes it's like sometimes 0 will become O in the end, so it's like it's better that way.
So do us a favor, like no screenshots when you reach out to us. We love screenshots to explain like, hey, what kind of issue you're facing. But if it's a transaction problem, or like you want to share your account address with us privately via ticket, then please do include like the actual thing in text, right? So we can copy paste it easily. Thank you so much.
Okay, Emmanuel, which cold wallets will accept XDC coin? Thanks. So you can create a Ledger XDC address and send your XDC to this address. We have a Help Center article, so just go to support, like a website support tab, type XDC, you will find the article. It explains how to create this Ledger XDC address in MetaMask, of course. And you can, but private keys are still secured by the device, so you can always safely transfer your funds.
Yeah, it's supported. You just can't see it in Ledger Live, but the private keys of your XDC account can live inside your device, right?
Can be protected, so your assets can be protected by the Ledger device.
Yes.
Med, hello, can I get a promo? I want to buy a Ledger Nano S Plus. Unfortunately, since this device is pretty new in the market, there are no ongoing promo codes on now. But please stay on on tune on our Twitter or like social channels, and if there's any promos, we'll always post it there, and you can get a promo soon. Like since there was a Solana exploit recently, so that time to secure a lot of users, we had a discount on that one. So maybe something like that can happen in the future as well.
Yeah, follow us on Twitter. That's the best way to keep track of like which promo code is going on. But as you said, like it doesn't happen super often, to be honest.
You can also see all the official links in the description of the video, so you can scroll down and you can see all the links for our official channels where we are. So you don't get scammed or phished or something.
Just time management wise, we're going to run this AMA for another like 10 minutes ish. I've got a hard stop in 10 minutes actually, but don't worry guys, we're gonna start. Like, I mean, it seems to be successful. I think a lot of people are asking questions.
A lot.
And we really appreciate that you guys tune in and watch us and ask questions for sure. We'll start running those AMAs on YouTube like weekly now, right? So we're very excited about it.
No casa off. Hi everyone. Hello. Okay, Jason. Jason, does it cost ETH to move my ADA to Ledger? So no, you have to pay. The network will be main ADA network, so you will pay the fees in ADA and not any other crypto asset. Nico, think to whitelist your Ledger accounts in your exchange few days before transfer. Okay.
I think he's answering someone else's question.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
Rick Crusoe, these do not even sound French. Okay.
Well, you're not.
I'm
Are
not
you
French. I'm not native French. That's why I don't sound French. And we have a multi-diversified team over here. Like a lot of people are Spanish, Italian, French, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Turkish, Arabic.
Yeah.
And we have like multicultural team. So of course we are not French. So that's why we're not trying to sound French. Okay. Guys.
We do have some French people in the team, but they're not here today. We promise you, if you want to hear some French accents, we'll bring someone with a French accent next time, for sure.
Yeah, but if you're watching the stream on the official YouTube channel, then that says it all. So, Urban ownership. I tried to contact Ledger for this matter, but no support. So Urban, you can drop your case number on the comments, and then we'll pick it up from there, and we'll expedite the process basically.
Yep.
Guys, Marco, guys is taking ADA through Ledger on the roadmap.
It is.
It should be coming maybe end of this year.
Yeah, unless there is a bug and we have to push back the release. Again, like, we tend not to promise any ETA because you never know. Like, if one bug happens and then it pushes back the release for like a couple months, not saying that's going to be the case necessarily, but that's why we don't promise ETAs, because like that would basically be lying to you guys and like keeping your hopes up, and we don't want that. We just want to say, hey, this is ready. Now you can use it, and here we go, and we'll provide support to it. But
yeah, exactly. So next question is, when are you guys going to support Senin Inu? So it's I think it's a ERC20 token. So for now it's not supported, I guess. I'm not sure, but I'll check it.
So if it's supported, then you'll see in Ledger Live. You can already send your coins to Ledger, your regular Ledger Ethereum accounts. It's safe. You might or might not be able to see in Ledger Live though. So that's what Prince is checking right now. If you can't see in Ledger Live, then you can probably see it via MetaMask by connecting your Ledger device to MetaMask and adding. So what was the name? Shiba Inu?
Yeah, Seni Inu. It's like, yeah, he knows the token. He's asking the question.
So your token, you'll be able to add it to MetaMask and be able to see it within MetaMask, which is also safe, by the way.
Yeah, and then if it's not supported yet, we'll add this to our. So it's not supported yet, but we'll add it to the pending ERC20 token list, and then it should be supported in the future version of Ledger Live.
Cool. All right. Next question.
Next question is XDB ERC20 token is being swapped to its own XDB mainnet. Will the support somehow on Ledger? So not at the beginning, of course, but if there's any going to be change, I think you should reach out to the community and ask if your funds are safe, even if it's on a cold wallet, because sometimes the mainnet merge, you might need to swap your tokens for the mainnet tokens, or they might be airdropped. So just follow your community and ask them. And we won't support the new network as soon as it's launched, of course, but in future, of course, we'll launch it.
Yeah, and I can see some people like are maybe a little freaked out. They wonder if we work for Ledger. So yes, we work for Ledger. We don't have French accents, but we work for Ledger.
You can show them the Ledger badge if you want. Like
yeah, I'm not I won't this time, but like one way you can tell a scammer basically is a scammer will try to get your recovery phrase, right? Because the recovery phrase is the keys to your accounts. So that's how you tell a scammer from a non-scammer. And you'll never, just to be clear, you'll never ever hear us ask you for your recovery phrase. Yep. Okay, so just being super clear.
So I love you, Tube. Any fix for Zcash?
We're working on it. It's absolute top priority
highest
right
priority.
now. Yeah, it's highest priority. We know, guys. Like, we apologize. I know you guys been super patient with this bug. We seeing the end of it. I know the app has been in multiple cycles of beta testing. It's advancing. We are getting close. We'll communicate when the new app is ready to launch and compatible with the network. Your funds are safe. All you need is just this new app to be able to communicate with the network.
Exactly.
And follow us on Twitter. We'll communicate when the new app is ready. That should happen soon. Again, no ETA. We can't promise like an exact date, but what I can promise you is like we are taking this issue very, very seriously.
Okay. Next is Noska. Any news on the Ledger card? It started rolling out for some users, but no info for France yet.
It's still in beta testing in the UK. We'll need to finish that because we still are ironing out some bugs and things like that. So once we finish the beta testing in the UK, then we'll start, we'll finish UK first.
UK and then US, and then it will be Europe after that.
It's gonna take a while. Not lying to you here. Like it's gonna take a while before it reaches France because it's not ready yet. Okay. We want to make sure it's safe.
There's so many questions. Habi Akbar, what if you guys go bankrupt? That's a good question.
How would you answer this question?
So guys, the Ledger devices uses a 32-bit compatible protocol to generate your seed phrase. And suppose if tomorrow Ledger is not there, you can always take your seed phrase and import it into other cold wallet, and you can again have access to your accounts. Ledger doesn't have access to your accounts. We just offer you the service, like the device that secures your assets and the access of managing the accounts on the blockchain. And nothing, like even if we are not there tomorrow, your assets are still safe because they are on the blockchain and not with us. If we would have been in an exchange, then we would have taken all your funds. And like Celsius and everything, like they froze their accounts, and I'm very sorry for the users who had faced this loss. But so we don't have access to your funds, we don't have access to your keys, we don't have access to your accounts or transactions. It's only you, and even if tomorrow Ledger ceases to exist, your funds are still protected by the device or by the seed phrase. You can just import it into other hardware wallet in that time, and you can get access to your accounts again. Yeah.
Again, this recovery phrase are your private keys. As long as you have your private keys, then you're safe, right? You can export your accounts to any wallet.
Exactly.
Okay. So if we disappear from the face of the earth tomorrow, you're good. It doesn't matter. Ledger could disappear tomorrow. As long as you have your recovery phrase, you're good.
Yeah. Next is Amjad Ali. Any warranty on your device in future? Warranty things can be good for sales and as well as for a customer.
We do have a warranty. Yeah.
Each Ledger device comes with 2 years of warranty, and so if you need any defect with your device or any issue with the device, we can always replace it and send a new one to you. You just need to reach out via our website ledger.com, and we'll get back to you.
Yeah.
FJP, what is the best way to check if a Ledger is genuine or not? Ledger Nano X is genuine or not?
Okay, many different ways. Like first, when you set it up for the first time, like Ledger, one of the steps of the setup is called the genuine check.
Yep.
And so the genuine check will basically send a challenge to your device and make sure that it was produced by us. It's genuine basically. If it passes the genuine check, then you can be sure that the device is safe. But again, be careful if the device. You need to make sure the device didn't come with a recovery phrase already seeded inside the device. So again, I'm just gonna demonstrate that one more time. A new device that's safe to use, when the first time you plug it in, should show the Ledger logo, followed by welcome and blah 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 blah, and then create a recovery phrase for you, right? A Ledger that's not safe, however, the first time you connect it, will show you the PIN screen like that, right? So if it's a new device fresh off the box, you connect it to your computer for the first time, and the first thing you see, is enter PIN, then the device is not safe to use. Okay, only in this situation. Again, that happens very, very rarely, right?
Exactly.
But now you know how to protect yourself.
Okay.
Maybe 2 more minutes. And
I think we'll stop at this last 2 questions, I guess.
Okay.
I have Nano X, didn't know about your AMA until 8 minutes. I'll watch in the beginning after it's done. Didn't know about the merge, but will the transaction be available to trade swap when it happens also?
Okay, so the merge could be a little messy. So I would strongly recommend that you don't do any high value transactions during the merge. So there might be a window of time, maybe a few hours, maybe a couple days where the network is disrupted. To be clear, Ethereum will continue running, but it's a big event. There could be some bugs. We don't know yet. It's very uncharted territory, really. So what I would personally recommend is during the merge, just don't transact. Just wait patiently until the network is running normally.
Exactly.
And then we'll let you guys know when it's safe to transact. And if you do need to transact, try to avoid high value transactions, transfer like high value ETH transfer or NFTs and things like that.
Yeah, like all valuable transfers, like try to avoid it because it's just a day, like like 1 day or 2 it will take. So you don't want to like lose some assets just because of the merge, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We
Well,
got
last question, maybe?
like it's from Gotham AB. You guys are professional and clear with your answers. Looking forward to more such sessions. Thank you.
Hey, thanks
Thank
a
you,
lot,
thank
man.
you.
Actually, we can take one more. That wasn't really a question,
Yeah.
so we'll take one more. And again, thanks a lot for the feedback. I mean, if you guys like it, again, we're going to try doing this like every week. So yeah, tune in. We'll be back. But last question.
There are a lot of questions. I'll just
Yeah.
go to the last
Great
one.
Q&A guy. Yeah, thanks a lot. We super happy. So to be honest, I was a little nervous because
Yeah.
we're thinking like, what if nobody shows up and has
What
a
are we going
question?
to talk
Yeah.
about? But
Yeah.
then you guys have a lot of questions, and that's what we want, guys. So we're going to do this on weekly basis now,
Yeah.
and mostly it's going to be on Tuesday.
Probably on Tuesday. Like we still.
Yeah, but
Thinking of
we'll
the
tweet
best
about it
time,
on our support pages, so you can just check out. We like stay updated with that, and then once we want to tune, and then we're gonna say like, okay, which day is gonna be there.
When will, I think RH.
Yeah,
is good.
Rick. Oh yeah, when will we be live again? Yeah,
Okay, so next week. Not well, this time. So this first AMA we didn't advertise it because we wanted to make sure like we didn't want it to go wrong.
on the
like
first one.
Yeah, technically, like like a technical issue, like the webcam goes off, and then you guys being disappointed. So that's why we didn't like really advertise it. The next one there'll be more promotional around it, but it will be next week.
Okay, Rick Crusoe was a guy who was asking like he was a scammer. Okay,
Mhm.
now he wants a question. So will the ETH hash algorithm disappear with Ethereum merge?
Sorry,
Will the ETH hash algorithm disappear with Ethereum merge?
so if you're referring to the proof of the hashing algorithm that's used by Ethereum miners to mine ETH, then no, it will not disappear. And the reason why is because a fraction of Ethereum miners have decided to keep
The old chain.
the old chain, the proof of work chain, the one that we currently use, alive after the merge. And so that's the plan right now. And again, this chain, like after the merge, when you open Ledger Live, what you'll see is your accounts on the proof of stake chain. Okay, if you want to access your account on the proof of work chain, you'll have to use different software, third-party wallets. I don't know. We're not gonna support the proof of work chain after the merge in Ledger Live. Okay, you can still use your Ledger device to access those accounts, but it will not be supported in Ledger Live until we're sure that the chain is safe to use. Because that's the big question right now. Will the proof of work chain be safe to use? And we don't. The last thing we want, guys, is to push you into using a chain
That's
that
not
might be
secure.
unsafe. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And
Okay, RH, how many confirmations is required to deposit Bitcoin safely? How does that matter?
usually 6. It depends where you send your Bitcoin. Usually, the standard across the industry is usually 6. But you can adjust that in Ledger Live, and Ledger Live can detect your Bitcoin with less confirmation. But if you send it to an exchange, usually the exchanges will require 6 confirmation just to make sure that the transaction doesn't get into a block that gets orphaned. I think we should.
I think we still have 5 minutes. It's like 2:25. We want.
Yeah, but I think we've got a daily update right.
Yeah.
Later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, sorry for cutting this one short, but we're
Yeah.
gonna come back again.
Yeah.
With more content, and I think someone also said like, guys, you should make a list of question. Can you do a question form list for next Q&A? Okay. We will look into that.
Yeah, we'll improve the Q&A. This is like the very first one, so
This is
sorry.
a raw one, and but pretty exciting. Like, thanks for all you guys like tuning in
Yeah.
and asking a lot of questions. Like, it helps like to like get a lot of answers for the community as well. And your question might help someone else, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Great AMA. Thank you. Thanks. Great team. Okay, guys.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys, and we'll see you next week. Follow us on Twitter. We'll let you guys know when the next stream is going to be. But again, thank you so much for tuning in. Like, this is just great way to get in touch with you guys.
Exactly. And Rick is finally saying thanks again, guys. Have an enjoyable weekend, of course.
Thank you, Rick.
Thanks for believing that we are not spammers. So.
Yeah, and don't type your recovery phrase anywhere.
Yeah, don't share it with anyone.
Don't share it.
Don't ask. Like, even Ledger will never ask for it. Anyone pretending to be Ledger customer service agent, he's not in that agent. He's a scammer.
Mhm.
Don't share it with anyone. It should be only entered on your device and nowhere else, guys. Okay.
Cool. Cringe, thanks a lot. Thank you guys so much, all of you. We'll be back next week for the next YouTube AMA. And take care.
Yeah, thank you, and see you soon.